The back is a common area of the body to feel stressed or tight after standing all day. Bending forwards improperly, exercising incorrectly, being the area used to lift instead of your knees, and poor posture all create back pain. What follows are 12 poses that help to lengthen, strengthen, and relax this area of the body. In yoga, a practitioner should always inhale and exhale through an open nose. Making your breath long and slow will allow for a greater intake of oxygen into the bloodstream. The higher your oxygen concentration in your bloodstream, the better your body works and functions, including your brain and mental states. If you tie these 12 poses together with breath being the timekeeper, you will experience a greater effect overall. Before you begin, make sure that you check with your doctor to make sure you are healthy enough to practice yoga. While standing, inhale and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, bend at the hips. Your hands can reach forwards while you extend your sternum forwards as well. Grab your opposing biceps with your hands as you relax into the pose. Allow gravity and the weight of your passive upper body to elongate the stressed back. Relax into your knees. Do not lock into them. Hold this pose for 5 breaths. Uttanasana, or standing forward fold. Inhale as you lift with a flat back up to midway. Create an angle from your hips down to your feet and head. Hands are below or above the knees, never on the knees, or your hands can hover parallel to the side body, palms facing up and reaching back. Extend your sternum forwards as you look forwards. Breathe 5 times, then return to standing forward fold. This is Ardha Uttanasana, or swimmer's dive. While lying on your stomach, place your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Elbows tucked into the side and pulled back to lengthen your neck. As you inhale, push the floor away, lifting your shoulders, back, and chest off the floor. Keep your shoulders even and palms flat on the floor, fingers spread. Take 5 breaths. This is Bhujangasana, or Cobra pose. While on your hands and knees, inhale as you bring your shoulder blades back, bringing your sternum forwards and looking up. Exhale as you bring chin to chest and arch your back up towards the sky. Do this 5 times with the breath aligned with the movements. This is Marjayasana, or cat and cow pose. So you can stretch the back of your body, step your feet back until your heels are off the ground, and you can push them and your hands towards the ground. Eyes centered on the knees and your head is between your elbows. Stretch your side body so that way your glutes are reaching towards the ceiling. Take 5 deep breaths. This is Adho Mukha Shavasana, or downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale as you lift the leg, foot flex. Exhale as you bring that lifted foot all the way to your hands. Place the back foot flat on the floor with your toes pointing 90 degrees from your ankle. Inhale as you lift the opposite hand up and back while lifting up the upper body. Hold this pose for 5 breaths. Virabhadrasana 2, or Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, straighten the front leg on an inhale, and as you exhale, allow the torso to tilt sideways, allowing the front arm to rest on the shin, foot, or either side of the foot on the floor. Rotate the top shoulder blade back to open the chest and reach the top arm up. Looking up will challenge your balance. Remain here for 5 breaths. Utthita Trikonasa, or triangle pose. From triangle pose, make your way down to your stomach. When you are laying on your stomach, place your hands back by your hips with palms facing up. Toes should be pointed away from the body and your forehead can rest on the ground. When you inhale, lift your head, upper body, arms, and lower body off the floor. Feet can touch, and as you inhale and exhale, your body should rock. After about 5 breaths, release. Shalabhasana, or locust pose. From this point, return to down dog and continue warrior 2, triangle, and locust pose on the other side. One of the aims of yoga is to balance both sides of the body. So whenever there's a pose where you have to do one side, you always have to go back and do the other. To enter Balasana, or child's pose, begin by sitting on your feet or in hero's pose. Walk your hands out while you're exhaling, and then separate your knees while keeping your feet together. Forehead can rest on the floor, but keep your wrists lifted. Hold this pose for 5 breaths. From child's pose, find the easiest way to get to your bottom seat. From a seated position, with legs extended, bend your knees so that your feet can lay flat on the mat. This should create an imaginary line on the mat, starting from the feet to the buttocks to the hands placed flat behind the back with fingers pointing towards the back. When you inhale, lift your hips by pushing your feet into the floor and allowing the back muscles to maintain your body parallel to the floor. Hold this pose for 5 breaths and release your hips back to the floor after these 5 breaths. This is Chatuspada Pita, or table pose. From here, lift up one glute at a time so that way you can place your hands underneath them. From there, let your elbows go down to the mat, supporting the upper body, and allow the legs to go out long, toes spread. Take a breath. As you exhale, place the crown of the head onto the floor behind, not the forehead. Take 5 deep breaths. This is the pose that will clear out your lungs from anything that should not be there. Matsyasana, or fish pose. On the 6th inhale, lift up the head, remove the elbows from behind the shoulder blades, and allow the upper body to roll down onto the mat. Bend the knees to place the feet on the floor and lift up the glutes. Remove the hands from underneath the glutes and then release the glutes back down to the floor. While lying on your back, pull your shoulder blades together and down the length of your back, creating space from the neck to your shoulder blades. Then allow your fingers to curl and your feet to fall to the side. Focus on your slow and steady breath and allow your mind to clear and relaxation to take hold of your body. Hold for as long as you wish. Shavasana, or forfeit. If you're interested in more ways to de-stress your back or other ailments, or proactive steps toward your body, mind, and overall health, keep checking into my articles and videos where I will be focusing on yoga and its benefits with mini workouts. Namaste.